Everyone, in this particular session, we'll discuss about TF-IDF Vectorization, which is basically used in case of machine learning techniques to train our model. So TF basically represents the term frequency and IDF represents inverse document frequency. Uh, Term frequency is TF-IDF is basically used to convert the text into some numerical vectorized form, because when we are doing some text classification problem, we can't directly use the text to train our model. So for that purpose, we need to convert our text into some numerical forms to train our model. So TF now comes. What is TF? TF is term frequency. It measures of how frequently a term T is appearing in a sentence. So the formula for calculating the TF is the number of occurrence of the words in a sentence divided by the number of words in a sentence. So let's consider an example of three sentences. Here we have sentence 1, sentence 2, and sentence 3. The sentence 1 is he is a good boy, sentence 2 is she is a good girl, and sentence 3 is boy and girl are good. So if we apply stop keywords here, as we already know that Python has analytical library for converting or for removing the stop words of some sentences. So if we apply stop keywords library here, the words like he is a will get removed. That means the word which has less importance as compared to the other words will get removed, and finally we'll get this as our processed word. So after converting the words into some process, means after converting the words into, or after removing the stop keywords from these sentences, we'll find the histogram of the words. Histogram is basically the counting of the frequency of the words. So for the word good, it occurring for 3 times in the data set. So if we here we are at the frequency will be 3. For boy it is 2, for girl it is 2. So after getting the frequencies, we can find the TF value of the words. So let's consider the word good. Let's find the TF value for the word good in sentence 3. So the number of words in sentence 3 is 3 here. So according to the formula, the TF for the word good will be the number of times good appears in sentence 3 divided by the number of words in sentence 3. So it will be 1 by 3, and we assign the value here, this one. And similarly, you can find it for sentence 2 and sentence 1 as well, and also we can find it for girl and boy. So after getting these values, after getting these TS values, we'll find the IDF, inverse document frequency, and finally we'll calculate the TF into IDF to convert our text, these sentences into some numerical forms. So after that, like here for IDF is basically the measure of how important a term is for our data set. So the formula for IDF is the log of number of sentences divided by number of sentences containing that word. Suppose let's consider the word good. Here we will calculate the IDF value for good, and the number of sentences is 3 here, and the number of sentences containing good word is also 3 here. So the IDF value for good will be log of the number of sentences divided by the number of sentences containing good. This is log of 3 by 3, so which is 0. So here in this table you can see the good word, the IDF value for good is 0. For girl is 3 by 2, it's 0.176. For boys it's 0.176. So after getting this IDF and the TF values, we'll find the TF into IDF vectorized form, or the final output. So here we have made the table containing all the features good, girl, and boy, and the sentences. So for the first sentence, the value, the TF into IDF value for the word good will be this one, like log 3 by 3, it's coming from there, and 1 by 2, this 1 by 2 value is coming from here, so it will be 0. Again for the second word, it will be log 3 by 2, which is coming from here, into 0, it's coming from this one, so it will be 0. For the third word, it's log 3 by 2 into 1 by 2, it's 0.008. Similarly, for sentence 2 also you can calculate, and sentence 3 also you can calculate. So after getting these values, you can find a matrix, 2D matrix, which has different types of values like based on the words. So we can also notice that like here the words which have more importance are having some higher values, or which has low importance are having lower value. So from this matrix we can get the some sentiment meaning of the words in our document or for our data set. So in the next tutorial we'll see like how we can implement this TF-IDF in Python.